Right guys, welcome along. In this video we're going to look at solving inequalities, specifically two-step inequalities. So let's take a look at some examples first. On the left here I've got 3x plus 2 is less than 14. So make sure that you're familiar with those inequality signs. The way we're going to do this is no different to a normal equation. So what I want to do is I want to isolate the x so that at the very end I get x is less than some number. To help me decide what I need to get rid of first, we think about bidmas in reverse. I don't have any subtraction here at the moment. I do have addition, so I'm going to get rid of this addition first. Now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to minus 2 from both sides. That'll give me 3x is less than 12. That's my addition done. Now I've got a multiplication left to finish with. So to get rid of multiply by 3, I'll do the inverse. I'll divide by 3. And again, importantly, both sides of the equation or the inequality I need to divide by 3. So I end up with x is less than 4. There's nothing else I need to do with that. That's the question solved. The second one, we'll apply the same logic. So if I go through my bidmas backwards, I'll look for first, is there any subtraction in this inequality? At the moment there isn't. Is there any addition? There is, so I'll get rid of the add 6 first. We'll do the inverse, minus 6 from both sides. So now I'm left with x over 8 is less than 16 take away 6 is simply a 10. So what I've essentially got here is I've got something divided by 8 would give me a 10. Some of you can probably spot what that is already, but let's continue with doing our inverses just so we see what happens. There is no multiplication here at the moment, but this is x divided by 8. So to get rid of divide by 8, we will multiply by 8 both sides. That will give me then x is less than 10 times 8 is 80, and that's the question answered. I would pause the video and make a record of that solution in your book and anything else you need to record that might help you later on. Let's take a look then at some more questions, very similar. So same methods we're going to use. If you like a challenge, have a go at them yourself before I go through them, so pause the video now if you wish. So on the first one, I know that I need to get rid of that add 8 first, so I'm going to minus 8 from both sides. So 4x, this is greater than or equal to 44 take away 8 is 36. Next step, I've got multiply by 4 here, so I'm going to divide by 4. So x is greater than or equal to 9, and that's my solution. For this next question, if it helps you, think about what kind of a 12 that is. There's no sign in front of it, so like we'd normally write those numbers, they're actually positive. So if it helps you, pop a positive in front of it. So that 12 needs to go first because it's adding on to the x over 2. If it helps you, you could rearrange that a little bit. So that's the same as what I've got up here. I've just swapped around the x divided by 2 and the plus 12. And that's still greater than 3. So I can see clearly now that's adding 12. So I need to minus 12 from both sides of the inequality. And that will give me x divided by 2 is greater than 3 minus 12 would give me minus 9. So lastly, we've got x divided by 2, so we'll multiply by 2. i.e. we'll do the opposite of dividing by 2. And that will give me x is greater than, double minus 9 would be minus 18. Hopefully if you tried those yourself you had some success in it. Again, if you need to, I'd record the steps in the solution so you can refer back to them. And then have a go at these two similar questions on your own. So pause the video now and best of luck with it. Right, let's see how you did on these. So the first thing you would have wanted to do here is do the opposite of minusing 1. So add 1 to both sides of the inequality. That'll now give me 5x is greater than 25. The 5 is multiplying the x, so we'll divide by 5. And again, both sides of the inequality. So x is greater than 25 divided by 5 is just 5. For the second question, I want to get rid of that add 7 first, so I'll do the opposite. That'll leave me with x divided by 2 is greater than 11 minus 7 is 4. It was x divided by 2, so I'm going to have to do the opposite divided by 2. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. And that gives me x is greater than 4 times 2 is 8. So hopefully you had some success with those, and thank you for watching the video.